The V-22 Osprey isn't quite a helicopter, and it's not exactly a plane either, yet it might just be one of the most revolutionary military aircraft ever created. It can take off vertically, hover like a helicopter, and then tilt its rotors forward to fly at airplane speeds. But its path to operational success has been anything but smooth. Today we're diving into the story of the Bell Boeing V-22 Osprey, a tiltrotor aircraft that reshaped how the U.S. military approaches vertical lift and troop transport. From a troubled beginning and deadly testing phase to battlefield triumphs, this is the story of one of the most versatile and controversial aircraft in U.S. military history. The idea for the Osprey came after the failed Operation Eagle Claw, the 1980 attempt to rescue U.S. hostages in Iran. The operation highlighted a critical capability gap. The U.S. needed an aircraft that could fly long distances quickly, but also land vertically like a helicopter. In response, the Department of Defense launched the Joint Service Vertical Takeoff and Landing Experimental Aircraft Program, JVX for short. Bell Helicopter and Boeing Vertol teamed up to develop the solution, and by 1989, the first prototype of the V-22 had its maiden flight. The Osprey was designed to fulfill multiple roles: troop transport, medevac, special operations insertion, and cargo lift. It was intended to serve the U.S. Marine Corps, Air Force, and Navy, making it a truly joint service platform. What sets the V-22 apart is its tiltrotor technology. With its engines mounted on swiveling nacelles, the aircraft can transition between vertical and horizontal flight modes. This allows it to fly twice as fast and 6 times farther than traditional helicopters like the CH-46C Knight it was meant to replace. Its cruising speed of around 270 knots and range of over 1,000 nautical miles give it unmatched flexibility in operations. It can fly into combat zones, deliver troops or equipment, and exit before enemy defenses can react. However, the path to deployment was fraught with problems. Throughout the 1990s and early 2000s, the V-22 suffered multiple crashes during development and training. By 2000, 30 people had been killed in Osprey-related accidents, leading critics to question whether the aircraft would ever be safe enough for full deployment. One of the most devastating incidents occurred in April 2000, when 19 Marines were killed during a night training mission in Arizona. Investigators cited both mechanical failure and human error, leading to further scrutiny and a complete grounding of the fleet for redesign and testing. Despite the setbacks, the program pressed forward with rigorous modifications and safety improvements. By 2005, the Marine Corps declared the Osprey operationally ready, and the aircraft was officially deployed in Iraq by 2007. Since then, the V-22 has proven its worth in multiple theaters. It has served in Iraq, Afghanistan, Libya, and across Africa and the Pacific. The aircraft's speed and range have allowed it to insert troops behind enemy lines, evacuate casualties quickly, and support special operations missions deep into hostile territory. One of its most famous combat uses was in the raid that killed Osama bin Laden in 2011. While not the primary aircraft for the raid itself, V-22s were involved in transporting Navy SEALs and other personnel in the broader operation, highlighting their role in high-stakes special missions. The Air Force's CV-22 variant has also been heavily used by U.S. Special Operations Command for missions requiring speed, reach, and stealthy insertions into dangerous areas. Meanwhile, the Navy plans to use the CMV-22B as a replacement for the aging C-2 Greyhound to deliver cargo and personnel to aircraft carriers. Despite its battlefield success, the Osprey has continued to face criticism over maintenance complexity and operational costs. Mechanical issues and hard landings have persisted into the 2020s, with fatal incidents still occurring, including high-profile crashes during training exercises. Nevertheless, the V-22 remains in high demand. Over 400 units have been delivered to date, and it has become a mainstay of U.S. military aviation. Japan also became the first foreign buyer of the aircraft, demonstrating its growing global appeal. The V-22 Osprey is a case study in military innovation, an ambitious leap forward in capability that came with great cost, but ultimately delivered a transformative platform. Its combination of speed, range, and vertical lift has given U.S. forces capabilities no other aircraft can match. Whether viewed as a triumph of engineering or a symbol of the high price of innovation, the Osprey's story is still being written in the skies above conflict zones around the world.